The Jal Mahal, a popular tourist destination in Jaipur, was never built to be a palace in the first place. It was used by the king as a hunting resort. But what's more interesting than the history of this palace is the lake that it was built on, the Mansagar Lake. A one-of-its-kind man-made lake made in the 17th century by the then ruler of Amer, Raja Man Singh. Fast forward to the 21st century, and this is what this 300-acre lake has to offer: filth, dirt, and dead fish. As per a study by the Niti Aayog, the reason for this was the severe flow of sewage, dumping of debris, and waste and encroachments. In July 2015, this lake was categorized as a protected area, but that didn't stop the local government or the general public from dumping their waste into the lake. To know why, we need to go back to 2003, when the Jaipur Municipal Corporation was given the responsibility to treat the sewage water before pumping it into the lake. As per the proposal, the Brahmpuri plant was to treat 27 million litres per day at a cost of 2.69 lakh per month. Out of the 27 million litres per day from the plant, 7 million litres per day was to be used to maintain the water level in the lake, while the other 20 was to be released into the Brahmpuri Nala, where it would mix with untreated sewage and finally get discharged in the downstream of the Mansagar Lake. Despite several reminders of the district collector, the JMC has failed to restart the defunct STP, said local residents to the Times of India. This ultimately led to these dead fish floating up to the surface of the lake. Finally, in July 2019, a group of 150 volunteers from the Green Dream Foundation came together to clean up the lake. This exercise yielded 1.5 lakh tons of garbage. Although if you think this was enough, then believe it or not, you are sadly mistaken. As we have understood from our previous episodes, the death of aquatic life is not something that can be solved by cleaning the existing garbage. The root cause is a reckless use of detergents and dishwashing liquid. The compounds found in these cleaning agents are not exactly safe for humans either and can cause health hazards like dermatitis, respiratory irritation, eye irritation, among others. Thus, researchers are very keen to find environmentally friendly alternatives to such compounds. To understand these compounds, we need to first understand what surfactants are. A polar element and a non-polar element never mix, just like oil and water. But we have discovered a way to introduce chemical peacemakers to make these non-polar elements to react with each other. These peacemakers are called surface active agents or surfactants. They basically both have polar and non-polar attributes. A surfactant molecule looks like this: a polar head and long carbon chain. To help you understand, let's imagine this to be a cotton swab that you use to clean your ears. But if we put this cotton swab into the water, the polar end attracts water and the non-polar end attracts the oil, grease or grime. We cannot clean things without surfactants. But here's the thing, it's not the surfactant that causes environmental harm. It's the chemically synthesized ones which do. The carbon chains of natural surfactants are always linear and even numbered, and it's rapidly biodegradable. But the synthetic surfactant may have branched carbon chains and contain an even or odd number of carbon atoms, and it is not biodegradable. If we really want to solve this problem of pollution, we need to start from the source. This starts with the use of cleaners which use plant-based surfactants. Natural surfactants possess several advantages over the chemically synthesized ones, and the major one is that they have low environmental risk due to their natural origin. Some of the advantages of such compounds over the synthetic ones are their biodegradability, low toxicity, biocompatibility, low cost, and specificity. They are available in large quantities and are also very effective in extreme conditions like temperature, pH, and salinity. Natural surfactants can be effectively used in environmental control. Although cleaning 1.5 tons of waste from the Mansagar Lake was a step towards a cleaner India, we need to do more. The onus is on us to choose the right kind of products that do good to our planet and not the opposite. It's not okay to kill aquatic animals and spread pollution in water bodies. We need to switch to a cleaner and greener alternative.